Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Thanks for tuning in. We got a good one planned for you today.
Yeah, I bring in a collection of quotes from some great historical figures to the show. And here's what happens. Enjoy.
Man, I actually have a quote that I think might be a little pertinent to this. I think you might
Okay.
enjoy this.
A quote. That's interesting.
It's a little profound. Like maybe it's a little bit off from this, but it
Like
kind
I
of made me
might
think
not
about it.
get it.
No, I think you will. I just think it was like touching.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I wish I could read better. C.S. Lewis. So
That's a real quote, is it?
so even he had troubles.
Wait, that's
Yeah, sometimes maybe that's a little. You find that comforting.
I'm just trying. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to piece together how that relates to motherhood.
Man, I actually have a quote from J.R.R. Tolkien as well.
Do you just have quotes prepared? Is that your whole? Is that
You know
your
what
whole
he
thing?
says here?
What?
He says, "If only I knew how to hold a pencil." Was the quote?
He
from
absolutely
J.R.R. Tolkien.
did not say
He
that.
said, "If only I could hold a pencil."
He
better."
absolutely did not. Are you
And he
just
also-
like pulling out these like people who were famous kind of quotes?
And he also,
Or-
you know what his good pal said?
What?
His good pal Brandon.
What?
He said.
Who's Brand? What? This?
He said, and I got
Okay.
it right here.
Yeah,
I
you
pulled
have
it up.
You have it, but I
pulled
can't see
up.
it. Okay.
He says, "Great men think with their brains.
Okay.
Heroes think with their heart,
Okay.
and all men with a pencil can write a story." And that was his eulogy actually to J.R.R.
So he literally just discounted the Lord of the Rings. Like he was like, yeah, basically anybody can write.
Well, I mean, you know that he didn't win the Nobel Prize in Literature for that book.
J.R.R. Tolkien, yeah, that guy, he was a good writer, but anybody can write.
Yeah,
so.
so, you give a guy a pen. It's kind of give a man a fish, he learns how to fish. Give a man a fishing
What?
rod, and then he'll rod it up his fish hole.
I really don't think that's the quote.
Yeah, we know
But
the quote
I-
here. You just had to say the
Just-
first two words. Everybody knows it.
Everyone knows the quote because it's just one of those, old...
Jesus probably said it.
Jesus probably said it. Like the loaves
Man,
and the
most
fishes.
most very popular quotes you could probably get away with probably Jesus said it once.
Man, you could get away with a lot of things by just saying, it's in the Bible. Because nobody will read the Bible. Nobody.
Nobody's read it.
Nobody except those who are studying theology will
but
read
yeah,
the full...
even,
Even if you're studying theology, you will not read the entire Bible.
I know so many people
Unless you're dedicated,
who
I
go
guess,
to I know so many people who go to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
You don't get the whole Bible from the sermon,
Of course
and those
not.
people aren't reading the Bible outside of that Sunday.
And the best part is that it's on loop every year. So it's like you're not
Yeah.
reading new sections
no,
of the Bible.
it's like Mark 12 again.
Yeah,
Mark
it's-
12:22.
Okay. But
Gotta get that. Gotta make sure. Man, you know what?
almost
I have
half
one of those.
of the Old Testament gets thrown out the window.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty
they,
sure
they read
most
of
of the Old
Exodus
Testament.
sometimes, and occasionally the first one. What's it called? Genesis.
Yeah.
The
But
band.
the whole thing. The
They
band.
just read Peter Gabriel.
I like Phil Collins personally, but
Man, I have one of those Bibles.
pocket Bibles.
No, one of those ones the Jesus in red text.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's
Man,
like
that
what he
guy-
says.
That guy doesn't pop in till 3/4 through. You
The
can
guy-
read 3/4 of the Bible before you see any red
It's
text.
like we always talk about Jesus, but like, was he the main character?
Like
I don't know. I don't think so.
That
That sounds terrible. Was he the main character?
Well, I mean, God's the main character, and God is Jesus. If we want to get all friggin'.
No, you're right. Theological.
Oh man, that's a debate. Man, I think I actually have another quote for that.
Oh, sure.
George R.R. Martin once said, I believe.
Just
I
all
got it right here
fiction
as well.
writers.
I got it right here. Yeah, I thought that was based on a true story. Well, it's War of the Roses?
That was the quote.
Yeah.
I thought it was based on a true story.
War of the Roses? Question mark?
I don't know. I don't.
That's the quote because people are talking about how dragons probably aren't real. And he was like, I thought I wrote on a true story. Sorry about that.
Oh, so he's being sarcastic, but it didn't translate.
No,
through.
it's because he did write it on a true story. He based it on Game of Thrones. Is based on the War of the Roses. It's based on English history. But then he added like mythical beasts to make it more interesting.
How do I trust anything you say? I don't know if any of these quotes that you said are real.
And by the way, I got another quote.
He's just like, he pulls them out and he's just like, yeah, this one's a true quote from a writer that I read, and then he just says it from memory.
Have you heard
like,
of
I can't see your
Dostoevsky?
notes. I can't see your
Do you know
notes.
Dostoevsky?
No.
Yeah, a great writer, Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
From his paramount work, Three Men on the Verge of Anguish. So I guess it's lesser known. Three Men on the Verge of Anguish.
Okay.
Perhaps one of his greatest quotes was, "Anguish is not an emotion, but a feeling we get to discover."
Right. So the way that you looked at me directly in the eyes the whole time you said that and didn't look once over at your computer makes me just feel like you maybe made that up.
I don't know, man.
Can you say it again for me, exactly the way you said it?
Anguish is not an emotion, but a feeling that we get to discover.
Right. Okay. So if that's the exact same thing you said before, then
Who's your favorite?
we'll know.
Who's your favorite author?
My favorite author is Dale Carnegie.
Did you ever hear that quote from Dale Carnegie's uncle?
What's the quote? And what's the name of the uncle here?
This
Is he also a famous writer, or
no?
do you
It's
just know the
a
Carnegies personally?
Rich.
Oh, Rich Carnegie?
No, it's from his mother's side.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And he said, my nephew there,
Yeah,
Dale.
Dale.
What a tough nut that guy is to crack.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said about.
That's what he said about him, and that was the only on record.
Yeah, he wasn't famous.
That was that was the only. He said it at Thanksgiving, 1972.
Oh yeah, it was when he was 13.
That Dale.
Not the uncle was 13. That's when Dale was.
The uncle. The uncle's 13.
Dale was 13. I actually have a quote from.
You have a quote from
Paul McCartney right here.
Let's hear that. Yeah.
So he says, "A song is but more than a lyric."
Of course. Yeah.
Well, the quote wasn't done, but
Oh.
it's fine.
Oh, that was it.
Nah, it's whatever.
That's all you're gonna say.
That's all you wanted to hear, apparently. So.
Well, no, I was just verifying that was in fact correct and obvious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, geez, like it's. Did Paul McCartney go what's his highest level of education? He's got a lot of emotional intelligence, but like, what? Are you expecting that he's gonna come out with a thesis?
I can tell you that Ringo Starr is very not.
I have a quote from
smart,
Ringo.
but you have a quote from Ringo as
Yeah.
well. Okay.
Boom boom bap. Is that a good one?
And then I got a quote from John right after that. No, Ringo. Let me drum.
Oh man. And then George is just in the background with his beard. Just writing
Just
all of
playing a fucking doing a sitar solo.
writing the entirety of his solo career during the Beatles because they won't let him put songs on an album.
That's gold. That is gold.
Hey guys, thanks again for tuning into the show. Keep your eyes peeled for more stuff coming out next week on Anchor and Spotify.
Also, if you haven't already checked out our Facebook page, we've got polls, pictures, and other interactive questions that we might use on future episodes. So be sure to go on over, check that out, and have a good one.
Bye.